Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to story time. For story time today, we are reading a book called Polar Bear Island. And as you might have guessed, there are polar bears in this story. Polar bears aren't the only characters in our story, though, and that's kind of where the trouble starts. So let's open up our book and see what happens on Polar Bear Island. Polar Bear Island, written by Lindsay Bonilla and illustrated by Cinta Villalobos. Remember, the illustrator is the one who drew the pictures. There's Polar Bear Island with all the polar bears. Polar Bear Island was peaceful and predictable. Predictable means the same things always happened, nothing changed. Parker, the mayor, planned to keep it that way. He's painting a sign that says, "Welcome to Polar Bear Island. No others allowed." But Kirby waddled where the wind blew, and today she was floating toward paradise. I have a feeling that means she's headed toward Polar Bear Island. "Didn't you read the sign?" asked Parker. "Get out." "I've had a long journey," said Kirby. "Please let me stay for the night." "One night, no more." Parker stomped away. He is not happy about having a penguin on Polar Bear Island. Kirby opened her suitcase. Some curious polar bears peeked out of their dens. A den is a cave. "What are you doing?" they asked. "I'm looking for my flipper slippers," said Kirby. "They keep your flippers and feet warm. Plus, they're reversible. With one side, you can skate on the ice. With the other, you can wade through the snow." "Ooh," said the polar bears. "Do they work on paws? I want a pair." "Me too." Kirby was excited to share her invention with her new friends. The bears loved learning to make flipper slippers of their own and couldn't wait to try them on. But their laughter woke up Parker. "What are those things on your paws?" he growled. "Flipper slippers," said the bears. "They're toasty warm and tons of fun. Try some." Parker shook his head. "Polar bears have paws, not flippers. I knew something like this would happen. Start packing, penguin." I don't think that Parker likes that Kirby's coming in and changing things. Parker likes living on a predictable polar bear island. But the polar bears protested. That means they argued. "She can't go now. She's still helping me with my slippers. And mine." "This could take a while," said Kirby. "Let her stay," begged the bears. "Fine. One penguin, no more." Kirby flapped her flippers with glee. She was so happy. She sent a letter to her family telling them all about her adventures, which is exactly why they came to visit. Uh-oh, but Parker said only one penguin was allowed. Now here come 3 more. Parker was not happy. "Didn't you read the sign?" he asked. "Get out." Now the sign says, "Welcome to Polar Bear Island. One penguin and no others allowed." "Wait," said Kirby. "This is my family." "We've had a long journey," said the penguins. "Please let us stay." Parker raised a claw. "1 week, no more." And then he stomped away. Kirby's family opened their suitcases. Her friends peeked out of their dens. "What are you doing?" they asked. "I'm making my sled bed," said Kirby's brother. "I'm whipping up a batch of snow cones for snack time," said Kirby's sister. "I'm shoveling paths for snowshoots," said Kirby's cousin. Soon the bears were slurping snow cones, swooshing down snowshoots, and sleep sliding in their sled beds. All the bears except for Parker. "You penguins are taking over this island," he shouted. "Pack your bags, hop on your ice floe, and whoa!" Parker slipped on some sleet and crashed to the ice. "Ow!" he cried. "I can't move my leg." The polar bears shook their heads. This never would have happened if you'd been wearing flipper slippers. Remember, the flipper slippers can help you skate, but they also help you not fall down in the snow. Kirby and her friends leaped into action. They rolled Parker onto a sled bed and shoveled a snowshoe to his den. They pushed his paws into flipper slippers and stuffed him with sugary snow cones. Wow, thought Parker, this sled bed's so snuggly. My paws feel so toasty. These snow cones are scrumptious. Scrumptious means they're delicious. 1 week later, Parker was back on his paws again. The penguins started packing. They knew their time on Polar Bear Island was up. "What's going on here?" asked Parker. "Didn't you read the sign?" The penguins nodded. "Yes, that's why we're leaving." "Maybe you'd better read it again." Parker pointed to the freshly painted sign. Now it says, "Welcome to Polar Bear Island. Others allowed." "I was wrong. You penguins weren't taking over our island. You were making it a much better place. Please stay." So they did. Penguin and Polar Bear Island became a wonderful place to live for everyone. The end. I like this picture because it's the same Polar Bear Island, but it looks very different. Now there's lots of color. It looks like they're having such a good time. And there's not just polar bears, there's penguins there too. And that is the end of our book. The reason I like that story is because Parker had a really hard time with change. I don't think he was a bad polar bear. He liked things the way that they were, so it was a little hard for him when penguins started coming and changing things. But he quickly realized that actually it was really nice having new penguins come to the island, having other people come and show them new things and teach them new things. And it actually made their island a better, more fun, more beautiful place to be. And I think that we can learn from that too. Sometimes we just want to stay by ourselves or only play with the people we know. But sometimes when you get to know other people and you let them in and you let them show you new things and teach you new things, you end up so much happier and having so much more fun than you ever thought you could. So I really like that. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week for story time. Bye.